In Visio 2010, you're provided with two ways in which you can copy, cut and paste. For example, I'm just going to click on this shape here and I'm going to take a copy. Now there's a variety of ways to take a copy, but I'm just going to click the copy button in the ribbon. If I then go to a new page and I click the paste button, Visio will paste it in the exact same position on this page as it was on the earlier page. If I want to control where I actually paste it, then I would actually right click. If I right click and I choose paste, it will paste it exactly where I right click. So you have two options as to where you want to paste. And what I might do is just rotate this so that it's flat, move this particular shape, and rotate this also so it's flat. When it comes to formatting text, what I would do here is I'd actually zoom in. So you can Control-Shift-Click to zoom in, your left button. Each time you hold the Control and the Shift down and click with your left button, you'll zoom in, and Control-Shift-Right-Click each time will zoom out. So I'm just going to zoom in. What I'd like to do is edit this particular text. So I'm just going to double-click the shape, and then I'm just going to highlight the text. The sorts of options you've got in the font group include font. When I roll over the various fonts, the good thing about Visio 2010 is it gives you a live preview, and you can actually preview what the font would look like if you applied it to your text before you actually select the font. So I might go for this font. The same is true of the font size. As I roll through the font sizes, it actually shows me what my choice would look like if I made that choice. So I'm just going to choose this size. You can also visually increase the font size and decrease the font size using these two buttons here. You can also apply bold, italics and underline, strike through, and you can also change the case, perhaps to capitalize each word, or perhaps to change it to all capitals, or just change it back to normal. And I can also change the font color using Live Preview. I just roll over the various colors and it shows me what it would look like if I actually chose that color. And I'll choose something that's a little easier to see, perhaps that one there. Alright, if you need a font attribute or command that's not immediately in this group, remember you can hit the font dialog box launcher and you can go into these options here, and that should give you everything you need, including character, paragraph, text box, etc. If I want to place that format onto the next box, the best thing to use is the Format Painter. Now the Format Painter is not new, but what is new with Visio 2010 are the amount of detail they've put into the explanations. In Visio 2003, when you rested on the button, it simply said Format Painter, and many users were none the wiser as to what it actually did. But now we have in 2010 a very good explanation that it copies the formatting from one place and applies it to another. And in fact, if you double click this button, you can apply the same formatting to multiple places. Let's try this. I'm just going to click on this shape, and I might hold the Control key and drag the shape, which is one way of making a copy. Control drag makes a copy of a shape. Now I'll click on this shape and I'll double click the Format Painter, and I'll apply that format to each of these boxes that I'm clicking, and then I'll turn the Format Painter off. It's a very quick, nice way to ensure that the formatting is consistent amongst all your shapes. Other formatting options appear in the paragraph group. For example, this text is vertically to the middle of the text box and horizontally to the center. I could send it to the top, to the bottom, and back to the middle again, to the left, to the right, and to the center again. I could apply bullets if I chose to, or turn them off and put it back to the center. I can indent it, unindent it, and I even have the option here to rotate the text independent of the shape. And I just keep clicking it until it goes back to normal. If I need any paragraph option above and beyond this collection here, I'm just advising you again, you can hit the paragraph dialog box launcher, and here are all the options with regards to paragraphs, and cancel.